That's lovely. Beautiful energy already. It's just gorgeous. Just to come and support our lovely wee womans. Mhm.
Yeah, Darlene took a break for the summer, so Debbie, semi-break. She's feeling better.
Yeah, I'm glad I'm back. It was a nice break, but I'm glad to get back into it.
We're
I
glad
think
you're
you
back.
appreciate it though.
Thank you.
Do you not think you appreciate it more when you do take that break? It's almost like this revival within you.
Yeah,
To go to the
we
next.
can't hear you that very well, Debbie.
Sorry, Ken. I'm saying I think that you don't realise how good the breaks are until you come back and you feel that sense of revival within you.
Mhm.
You know, because
Yeah,
I think it's so important because what we have to watch out for is like if we're doing too much, too many classes, too many, spending time and constantly connecting is what I mean, that we're not connecting to the outside world as in our day to day, and I think this is what it teaches is that when we do step back, that when we step back into it, we can feel the connection.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
something like, yeah, it's like we developed something that we didn't realize was there
Yeah,
until we got
yeah.
back in.
And is it the fact of the silence, that silence within that all of a sudden that when you connect to that, you hear it?
Mhm.
Yeah, that's
So
it's like
true. It's true.
yeah, that's what I
We'll
think.
take a
And
week off in November.
yeah, well, I'm away the end of October. Myself and Charlie's going away to Iceland, so as I say, and I think it's just appreciating the time that we spend with spirit and the time that we spend with our families and having that healthy balance as well.
Yeah.
So important, no, really so important. It's good.
Do you want to open with prayer today for me, Debbie?
Absolutely,
I
yes.
memorized mine. I say the same one for the last 5 years.
Yeah, no problem. Just
Not
whenever
good
you're
about that.
ready. Yeah, whenever you're ready, Julie, I'll start.
Thank you. Let's see what time it is. We can start now. I'll just allow people to come in.
Okay then, lovely. Okay. I want to just everyone now just close your eyes and just take a few breaths just to come into that place where we connect. We offer out this prayer now as the veil between the two worlds becomes thinner. We ask that we connect and feel that love, that generosity, that support, especially for our friends as they step forward tonight to connect with the voice of their guides, spirit helpers. We know that the work that we do, we know the importance of it, and if we do not understand, allow us to, within the silence, to feel your connection, to feel your love. We are most grateful and we always offer up that prayer of love and gratitude for everything that you do for us and for the spirit within ourselves as we connect to you. And we thank you for this. And now all that's left is to leave this circle, this beautiful demonstration of the words that come forward, to leave it in your name, which is love, light, and truth. And so be it. And it is so. And we thank you.
Thank you, Debbie.
Thank you.
That was beautiful.
Thanks.
So we have Kaz Champion, Sue Lockwood, and Wendy Dixon here to give you their first demonstration. Sue Lockwood will go first in trance, then Kaz will go first with hers, and Wendy will go first. Kaz will go second, Wendy will go third. They will all three take questions. So once they each give a small demonstration, they will ask individually if you would like to have a question answered. So if you guys are too shy to ask your questions, just put it in the chat and I'll ask it for you. Okay. But I would take this opportunity. So we will have Sue go. And you can pin her if you want to. We call them the three amigos.
We all know the word romance and what it means, or you think it means. But have you really felt it lately? Have you heard that word and taken it within to your heart? Do you really understand it? Is it a word you use randomly, without much thought? We all deserve some romance in our lifetime. I hope you have experienced it by now, and if not, that it's not too far away. But how about giving yourself some romance? Have you thought that you might like to experience that you give to yourself? That gift of unconditional love, perhaps? Have you bought yourself a gift recently? Have you taken that lovely warm bath with the rose petals and the candles? Have you felt what doing this will do for your soul? How you can romance yourself. Give yourself that love that may be missing. Not from others, but from yourself. We forget to love ourselves. We give too much to others. Give too much of our energy away first, without thinking of ourselves, without spending that time with ourselves, without nourishing the soul, feeding our love with our own love, even telling ourselves how much we love ourselves. It may sound pathetic, but you should try it. It really works. But do you know, sometimes in order to feel that love you have for yourself, you have to really go within to the dark depths and pits of your heart, within your soul, within your body, to that very inner core that has been stuck over with sticking plasters. It is time to take off those sticking plasters and reveal the wounds that sadly life may have created for you already. Past traumas, past hurts, abuse, ridicule, the sadness that you get from others. When these plasters are removed, we are left with wounds. They are raw. They need healing. But for that healing to occur, you must look within. Look at these wounds. Give yourself love. Give yourself time. Explore how you feel within. And why do you feel like this? Healing is a long, deep, and dark journey. Sadly, you must go it alone. Because only you can do the work that is needed within. Only you can cast out the shadows. Only you can release the pain. It is a long journey, I think. One you think that you have finished, but then you may start again. When you found another elastoplast that was still stuck. But its edges are starting to peel away, not sticking to your heart. It lifts a little easier. It doesn't quite sting the same as you release it. This is the time then to give yourself that romance. Be kind to yourself. Curl up in the chair with your blanket and a film. Give yourself chocolates. Let yourself cry. Let yourself heal. But only you can do this, my friends. And when you have done this, you will find that you can romance with yourself again. You can find that love within. You can do the things that nobody said you could. Because you are whole again, you are complete. You have mended, you have learned, you have grown. You will have more spring in your step. And the tune you dance to will be more vibrant and clear. You will hear the words of others like you have never heard them before. The rain will no longer be rain, but music. As it patters and you hear it dripping, it will not be an annoyance, but will fill your mind with imagination. See where that takes you. How you experience things differently. The sounds of the night no longer haunting, with the hoot of the owl reassuring, and the distant voices calming. You will no longer be worried and depressed, because your inner light is starting to glow. It is warming you from inside. You are having that romance with yourself again. Feel how it makes you grow. Feel how you soar once again, higher and higher like never before. Because you have released, you have let go. You have moved on just a little more in your journey. So, take these words that we offer. Think about them, feel them inside. And just check in with yourself as to when you had a little romance last with your inner spirit, your own guidance, and see what you can do to make yourself more complete, more at ease, and more at one. Because life is for living, my friends, and that can only come from within. Would somebody like to ask a question?
Anybody like to ask a question? You can either put it in chat or just raise your hand. No questions? Allison, we have a couple questions.
Good evening, Spirit. Thank you very much for your beautiful words. I'm wondering whether you can help when we're healing, when we're talking about forgiveness and forgetting things, when we have felt that some wrong has been done to us. Within the process of healing, it's very difficult to forgive yourself. Have you got any words on this for us?
Forgiving yourself is indeed very hard. You feel you have been wronged, or you may have wronged somebody else and find that hard to forgive yourself for what you have done. You will never forget, but forgiveness has to be learned and worked at, I feel. That you have to deep, deep down inside that spirit of yours, that soul, into your heart space. Work out the wrongs and the rights. Deliberate over it. Feel it within. But forgive you must, because if you do not forgive yourself or forgive others, although you may never forget, this lack of forgiveness will eat away at you. It will hold you back. It will cause you discomfort. It may even cause you illness. You may not even know that this is what's happening to you. But it is because you have not let go of this word, forgiveness. It is an easy word to say, but has such deep, deep meaning. Forgiveness may not come in a week, or a month, or a year. It may take longer. But it will take a lot of soul searching. But you know you can do it. Each and every one of you is capable of forgiveness. You just have to work it out, and nobody can do this for you. It is a journey, a word that you have to travel. But it is possible. And once you have forgiven, you will feel so much joy, relief, and feel how exhausted you were by holding on to something that you needn't have done. But it does take work, my friend. And it may not happen overnight. But the benefits will be outstanding.
Thank you for your wonderful words of guidance to us all. Thank you.
Corinne,
Dear Spirit, I'd like to ask a question. How can I work on uncovering and healing suppressed energies within me?
It's not always easy because we do not always know what this suppressed energy is. We don't know its source. It can be an accumulation of many things over a lifetime or even a short time. But it is not always easy, is it, to put a finger upon something and say, this is the cause of my distress, my unease, my poor energy. Others may be able to help you with healing energies, Reiki, or whatever other modality somebody may wish to choose to use on you. Again, this will not heal you deeply. It is the work that you need to do upon yourself. Hopefully with the, say, Reiki energy, the vibration will be slightly loosened and you can help chisel away at it a little bit more for yourself. But you must go within. Sit with your own energy. Sit within your own power. Feel your own spirit. Talk to it. And ask the question, why do I feel like this? Where is it coming from? Is it from somebody else? Do I need to cut cords with that person? Get them out of my energy field because they wish me harm, or their energy is not suitable, compatible with mine? By going within and sitting with your own energy, you will be the consultant of choice. You will know exactly what you need. But again, it is time, and it is sitting within that energy with one's own power, without your spirit guides or your other helpers that you call in. Sit there first. Feel yourself. Where are you feeling that struggle? Work upon it. See if there is a reason that you know. If it is bereavement, then that is understandable. And it can take a long time to work out of the system. But you will know how to deal with your energies better than anybody. It just takes time.
Thank you, Spirit. That's very helpful. Thank you.
Did anybody else want to ask a question? Thank you for coming, and we appreciate your time. And it's an honor.
Hello, everybody. I'm Anne-Grete from Norway. Do you hear me?
Did you want to ask a question? I don't know who you are. Where are you?
It's
Okay,
my
I see you. Go ahead. Did you want to ask a question?
What level is this course?
This isn't a course. This is a demonstration.
Okay. What level is it? I have 3 trance courses.
Can we ask these questions afterwards when our guides are not?
Yes, thank you.
Okay, please ask afterwards. Thank you. Thank you, Sue's guide. We do not know your name yet, but we appreciate you coming in. It's an honor.
Thank you.
It's beautiful. Kaz will go next.
Well, good afternoon, everyone. It is lovely to be through yet again. sat with all these beautiful lights. And to be sat amongst friends as they step over the threshold. We are very excited in the spirit world to be able to have this opportunity, and we thank our dear one. Thank you for the opportunity, my dear. Now, I wish to talk to you today about the spiritual path. The long and winding road. For the spiritual path is not a straight road. Indeed it is not. For if it was straight and easy, your soul would learn nothing. So, blocks and obstacles are placed in front of you, so your soul can learn to grow and to develop. It is not an easy path. It is a path of self-discovery, of self-healing, and one of dedication. Dedication is a must in the world of mediumship, trance mediumship, and healing. For those that put the work in, get the largest results, as being shown here today by these beautiful souls that we are so proud of indeed. So, you will encounter many crossroads upon your spiritual path. This is where your guides and inspirers will place ideas for you to follow. Maybe a course appears to you that you think, this is interesting. And why do you think this is interesting? This is because your soul wants to remember what it once knew. But you are human, and you are born of free will, so it is totally up to you should you decide to take the opportunity that lands before you. If you choose not to, you will still carry on and develop at your own pace and your own time with your guides that stand around you. And yes, I say guides, for there are many guides that surround each and every one of you on your spiritual path. But you will start to realize as time goes along that the same opportunities will start to present themselves towards you. You may sit and think, I didn't want to do that, but it's appeared again. What is he trying to show me? Sit and think about these things, because there will be some information that your soul requires as you walk down your spiritual path. When I talk about the spiritual path, I talk about the journey within your heart space, learning about yourself at soul level, learning about the road and path of true love, compassion, grace, unity, and spirit. And of course, your ancestors. For every question your human mind creates, you carry the answers within. You just have to go on that journey to find them. Everybody has their own niches upon their spiritual path, things that they feel easy doing. This is natural with them because their soul has done this many times before, in many incarnations. But it's good to learn the old ways, to remember them, but they call them the new ways now. makes me laugh. It is a remembrance of the old, coming into this way to wake people up. And as people wake up, the love is starting to spread around the world, and people will start to realize we are not happy with what we see, and changes will start. So, I feel I have prattled on for too long now. I understand there may be some questions for me. Now, please do not be shy. Come forward. Come forward.
Would anybody like to ask her guide a question? Nico?
Yes, hello. Thank you for honoring us with your presence this evening. I would like to ask a question on behalf of many who are witnessing tonight's event, witnessing the effortless connection with the spirit world, and most likely wondering how they too can achieve that connection and rid their doubt, have more trust, and truly connect the way you are tonight. Would you have any advice for all of these people?
Yes, I do indeed, my friend. And it is lovely to feel your energy again.
Thank you.
As I said before, dedication is the key, and trust. Trust and love of your spirit team. Dedication will take you far down your road, my friends. And listen to your teacher. Learn to take the criticism and learn about the lessons that can be brought forward to help you to link with your guides and your loved ones. Practice makes perfect. This is why we talk so much about the dedication. For the more lessons that you attend, the more trust and love you have in your heart and are prepared to let go, you too will be able to speak with confidence and with love. It is purely by sitting in the power and blending with your guide and learning their energy, learning their calling card, brings that familiarity to one another. And then as you develop, you grow comfortable with each other's energy. You do not need to know who we are, where we have come from, but you do need to know our energy. That is the main point. So, for those of you that have the calling to be trance speakers, trance healers, take that step forward. Give the dedication that is required. Learn to trust, learn to love, and learn to let go, and you won't go far wrong. I hope that helps to answer your question, dear one.
Yes, it does. Thank you.
Thank you. June has a question. She says she has a friend that may be transitioning presently. Is there anything she can do energetically to help his passing?
Yes, this is a bit of a tough question, is it not, my dear? Unfortunately, my dear, when it is time, there is not a lot you can do, but just leave it to the energetics. You can send love and light from your heart and ask for the spirit world to surround your friend to make it an easier transition. That is basically all, my dear. All done with love and with light. Send strength to the family too, for this will help. But just know, my dear, that once someone is starting to transition, they are surrounded by many from the spirit world, and they will start to recognize these familiar energies, which makes it a far easier time for the soul that is transitioning. We like to tell you that it's very much like being born into this earth. You are being born back into your spiritual home, where each and every one of you belong, in pure light and in pure love. So, my dear, just drop into that heart space and send as much love and light as you can, and it will be done. I hope this helps, my friend.
Thank you. Sarah has a question.
Hi, thank you for speaking with us this evening. My question's more curiosity. So, from a person like myself who's stuck between finding someone to teach me or someone that I can connect with, finding a course for me, how do I, with my guide's help, control who can speak through me and who can't? I've just had a bad experience in the past where I haven't given permission, and I have found people have used me to speak through, and it wasn't it. I didn't give permission, and the fact that they can just take over. So, just out of curiosity, until I can find a class near me or an online course, what guidance could you give me to protect myself more?
Well, this is a strange question indeed, my dear, for you as a vessel, you have 100% control. So I would say to you, my dear, if you are sitting to practice, that you always put the intention out to be connecting to 100% of the pure light. Lift high. Do not think of anything negative. Because, yes, it can happen from time to time. A lot of people will tell you that it won't, but it can. But do not dwell on it. Let it go. Do not let it mar you. Just sit in the light and the love. And just know that spirit only work with love. So hold that love in your heart. If you are not connecting heart to heart, you are not connecting correctly. So I say to you, my dear, you do need to develop. You do need to find yourself a great teacher like my child has. She has had many fantastic teachers. And from each teacher, you will learn something different. So you take with you what resonates and put it all together in a package for yourself. For your journey is to find out how you blend with your guide and how your guide blends with you. So if you are picking up people that are not guides, you have to learn to close off. Yes? You hold the control. So always set that intent before you sit, if you are sitting on your own, to be sitting in love and light. And you will not go far wrong. I hope that answers your question, my dear.
It does, thank you.
Heike wants to ask, why is it so important to know the energy of your guide?
It is important to know the energy of your guide because that is who you are connecting with, my dear. Every guide will have a different energy. So if you learn the energy of your guide, you will know who you are connecting with. Basically simple as that. Each and every one of us are an energy. We are all unique. We are all different frequencies. Different things upset different people. Let me put it like this to you, my dear. If you walk into a room and there has been an argument in there, you will feel it. You will know that there is not a nice atmosphere within that room. You are picking up on the energy. So you spend time learning to sit and blend with your guide so you can become acclimatized to their energy and feel into it. And then you know you are blending with pure love. Okay? So make sure you know your guide's energy. You do not want to be blending with others that you think are when they are not. Yes? I hope that helps. I have answered that question to the best of my knowledge. It is just what it is, learning your guide's energies. Not every guide will come with a name. They may show you colors, but they will certainly show you energy, and they will leave a calling card upon you, so you know who they are. A lot of the guides do not have names because they have had thousands and thousands of lives, and they forget who they are because they are the old ones. Some guides do show themselves, but you will find it is from a certain lifetime. They won't have always been like that because they will have had other lifetimes. Some guides come from other realms, so they may only show you energy and light. It is your journey of self-discovery to find out what energy is what for you, and only by pure love and dedication will you do so. Thank you.
Thank you.
Natasha has a question.
Hi, thank you for coming through and speaking with us today. It's so much appreciated. I'm wondering where we are as a collective on this planet at this time.
In what respect, my dear?
In terms of healing, just connecting with one another, just raising the frequency of
So you're
love on the
wishing to
planet.
know how awoke the planet is at the moment?
Yes.
The awakening process is away, as there are more people stepping into the spiritual side of life. There are more people interested in mediumship, trance, and healing, which is the way forward for humanity. Now, coming to the earth. There is a long way to go yet, my dear. But as a spiritual person, you will start to see the signs that it is happening. Things will slowly start to get better as more and more people awaken. So as these people awaken, more teachers are required to help people along their way. This is why trance is being spoken about more and more. And to those who said it couldn't be done online. We in the spirit world can develop as well, you know. But I won't jump on that soapbox today. There is a catalyst going on in the world at the moment. Mother Nature is unhappy. A lot of healing is required to calm the situation. And it will happen. But for the moment, send out your love and light to Gaia as much as you can. There is a lot of catastrophe going on around the world, but this is a catalyst of the awakening. Switch off the media, for it is creating fear. We cannot survive in fear. It is love that is needed. The more that humanity can send love around the world, to the war-torn countries, to the catastrophes, and look upon each other as brothers and sisters, for that is what you are. You are brothers and sisters of the divine source. You are connected by a divine spark, which we call love. Divine love. No one is better than you. No one is underneath you. You are all individuals, but you are all equal at the same time. So do not turn a blind eye when you can help your brothers and sisters. Send the love, send the light. Do anything you can to help. Be charitable. Do not say, I cannot afford 50p here. Place it in the can, for it can do so much good when a collective comes together to send over to where it is needed the most. So, I hope that answers your question, my dear. You are getting there slowly.
Lovely, thank you.
I'm taking one more question for you. There's a couple, but we'll save them for the next medium. Let me see who this is. Stephanie asks, I would also like to ask something. How do I know if I have a calling to work on trance, healing, speaking? You say one needs to persevere. Sorry, this thing's getting all messed up here. How do I persevere? How do I know if I persevere, if my perseverance is bearing fruit, as development can take a long time? Thank you very much, your wise guides, for your wise guidance. Sorry, there's stuff going on in front of it.
Well, like I said earlier, my dear, the spiritual path is a long and winding road. There is no quick fix. Perseverance is a must, and dedication. If you feel you have a calling, you feel it in your heart space. You fall in love with the idea of following it. This is how you will know. My child has always had an interest within trance and physical work from being a young age, but it is only this last few years that she's actually stepped up to the calling, because as humans you do have earthly lives to live. There comes a time when things just fall into place, and then you will grab that bull by the horns. Yes, you will jump on and you will ride like the wind, and you will learn to develop in the trance. You will learn what it is to have that pure love from the spirit world, and believe me, when you feel this love, it will bring tears. But it is not tears of sadness. It is tears of pure joy. For you as humans, you do not realize what this true unconditional love feels like. It is pure. It is wonderful. And I may say it is very addictive too. So if you feel a pull in your chest, go for it is meant. Like I said earlier, All the answers that you are seeking lie within. You have to take the plunge, take the journey, and find out for yourself.
Thank you. It's been an honor just sitting with you, and we appreciate your time.
Thank you, my dear.
Now we have Wendy.
Good day, my friends. We thank you for your energies that you have sent to all of our mediums today. We thank you for the love that each and every one of you send towards us. For we know that each of you is on a journey in search of soul, a journey in search of truth. And my friends, that is not to say that you have lost your soul. It is simply that you need to find the depths of the soul that help you to understand the purpose that you are here on your earthly journey for. For the journey is long, it twists and turns, as my colleague said earlier. For there are times when you will be tested beyond that which you can believe. There are times when you may say, I would never have asked for this lesson that has been given to me. But my friends, it is an agreement that you each made before you came to this earth plane. An agreement that you needed to learn certain lessons on this journey, on this incarnation that you are on at this time. The journey of soul is vast, my friends. For each of you will learn along the way that it can be difficult to keep your light bright when there is so much negativity around you. When there is negativity from others, from individuals that point lessons your way. There is so much negativity in the world on the earth plane at this time. And we have already discussed much of this today. But these lessons are the reason that you need to learn to burn your light brightly. For by simply linking into that inner light, to that which is soul, it will give you the strength, my friends, to carry on your journey, to begin to see the truth of life, of what this journey is all about. For the lessons, my friend, is very much about love, about the love of thyself, about the love of others despite the way that they have behaved towards you. The love of those that you do not truly understand their actions. But we would say that by understanding that each individual has their own journey, their own lessons, that you may not fully understand, this may help you to understand the behaviors of others, and therefore may help you to start to forgive. Forgiveness is so hard, my friends. It is hard to forgive others, and as was mentioned earlier, it is equally hard to forgive oneself. But the journey of love is remembering that along the way that we emit our love to others, to help to raise their vibrations on their journey and their lessons. At those times when they may appear unable to sustain that level of love themselves. But we would say that with each and every one of you, there is love from all of your guides and helpers, from those in the spirit world who have gone before, from many on your earth plane. And we know for many that it is the physicality of those in spirit that you miss. But we would say, remember that love means that you are never apart. Whether you are together in physical form or not, love means that you are always together. Your guides, your helpers, your relatives, your friends, all of those that are around you, your teachers are all on your journey for a reason. For there are no coincidences in this life. There are certain types of events that you will come across on your journey. But my friends, you must remember that you have free will. And perhaps one particular lesson may not be right for you. It may be that you let it go because you do not feel that intuitively it is right for you. And we would just ask you to remember that the lesson will still be given, my friends, perhaps just in a different way. And perhaps in a way which makes it easier for you to resonate your energies with that of the lesson. For you will learn, and this will help to propel you forward throughout your spiritual journey. For we ask that you remember that there is no beginning and no end, that the energetics of this journey is linked to each and every soul within your life and beyond. For we are all here as one collective, to develop and blend together, to bring the energy of love to all. And at this time, we send you our energies of love to support you throughout your coming days. We thank you for your energies once more. And we understand that there may be a question or two that you wish to ask of us at this time.
Does anybody have a question? I have a first question here from, let me find her. Cynthia. Cynthia, would you like to ask your question?
I do. I have a question. To sit that really resonates a lot with me. And the question I have is, how can we achieve a full merge of the physical and the spiritual aspect?
Thank you, my friend, for sharing your question, for we know this will help many on their journey also. It is simply by allowing yourself to develop. You will find that by sitting in the power, sitting in your own energy initially, will help you to grow spiritually. And as you become familiar with that which is your own spirit, you will start then to link further and have greater understanding. You will then begin to link with guides and helpers, and you will begin to expand your energy further. You will then begin to develop a trust between you and your guides, for you need to learn to understand their energies. As you sit together on regular terms, you will begin to feel the energy of your beautiful guides and spirits begin to blend with that of your own energy. And as this blend begins to take place, then there will be true resonance between the two of you. When you will simply feel you do not know where your energy starts or ends, and where your guides start or end. And you will simply feel as if you are one. But it takes much dedication to achieve that, my friend. Once you have achieved that, once you have found the right teachers to help to bring out the best in you and help you to achieve that blend, then you will expand even further, sitting in the power of the universe, sitting in the power of the wondrous energies of love of this world and the next. And as you do this, you will begin to find that you will want to communicate the words that are being given to you. And we would remind you that this starts with patience, my friend, for our medium always wanted to run before she could walk. But it has taken many years of dedication and sitting in that power with her guides and working with many teachers and others' energies to achieve this. So we ask that you remember that you must be patient, that you must listen to the opinions of others, even though at times they may not make sense to you. For you will find that as time continues, more of these things will begin to make sense. They will help to enhance your own understanding of that which is spirit. But remember, my friend, spirit is love. And you are love. And it is that blend of love that brings you closer together. We hope that this answers your question.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Anybody else have a question? Nico?
Thank you for your beautiful, heartfelt words, as they truly resonate within my soul. I believe I may not be alone with this question. Connecting with the spirit world has given me a sense of calmness and reassurance and love. It's the times when I struggle in the real world with negative energy, negative people. It truly can be a struggle. My question is, what advice do you have for those of us who struggle finding that balance of harmony and love between both worlds? How do we apply what we experience in the spirit world stronger in the physical with those around us?
Thank you, my friend, for your question. It really can be very difficult to blend the two worlds together, to live in the physical and the spiritual, and to often feel that you have one foot in the spiritual world and one foot in the earthly world. For that, you see, is how it is it not? For you cannot live completely in the spiritual world, my friend, or you would be with us on the other side, would you not? But yes, as you blend your energies and as you grow your spiritual aspect, it can be more difficult to deal with the difficulties in the earthly life. For as we see those on the earth plane, there are many who are lost in your world. There are many that do not know where to turn. There are many that struggle with many aspects of life, do they not? For it is difficult for them to live a world without understanding. Many have many lessons being given to them and have not been able to cope with them particularly well. And they turn many of these things in on themselves. They forget to learn how to love themselves. They forget to learn how to be aware of others around them. And they become extremely self-centered. They do not allow others to penetrate their energy, for they are simply in protective mode, you see. They have been hurt many times, and so often their mode of address will be that of protection. And this often may come out in ways such as aggression. And as a spiritual soul, my friend, you feel every single particle and atom of this energy. And at times it may feel like a personal attack on your energies. But we say to you, my friend, please remember that they are undergoing their own lessons. For they need to learn the humility of dealing with them in a different way to what they are doing so at this time. As you continue on your pathway, it is important that you begin to recognize that there is acceptance of others and their journey and acceptance of self. And we say that it is important for you, my friend, and others that find this journey similar, that you protect your own energies, that you do not take what is said to you personally, but simply accept that it is the lesson of others. And, my friend, we say to you, thank God that you have found your spiritual aspect. For in that you recognize that there is self-love. So we ask that perhaps you use that compassion of self-love to simply reflect that love to others, to help them along their journey, to help them to learn self-forgiveness, to perhaps to help them one day to accept that they are a spiritual soul. But until that time, my friend, you must protect yourself. Send out that healing love that you are so good at sending. And sometimes you may find that it comes back to you because others cannot accept it. But keep on sending it, my friend, for one day it will reach the part of the heart it is meant to reach. And it will start a whole healing journey for perhaps just one person. Or if you simply can help and support one person in your journey, then you have achieved much, my friend. We hope that goes some way towards answering your question, my friend.
Yes, thank you. Very beautiful.
Does anybody else have a question? Thank you. Thank you, Wendy's guide. I don't know your guide's name either, but we know it's a beautiful, beautiful spirit. And we thank you for your time. It's been an honor. That's wonderful. Does anybody want to ask the mediums questions? Any questions?
Sorry, I want to say just what an amazing job that the ladies did, especially their first demonstration tonight. I think we can all say it was an absolutely beautiful. The energy was just absolutely tremendous. The connection that the three of you had was absolutely stunning, absolutely stunning. So well done for allowing yourself just to be there, just to flow with it. I'm sure, as Julie says, you did yourself proud, very proud. So well done, ladies.
That was amazing. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you. Thank you. If there's no questions to ask, then I want to appreciate everybody that came, and we appreciate you. Thank you for your support. It's wonderful. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
I just want to say what a amazing demonstration. Thank you so much, ladies. I've just got a question to, I'm just wondering where all of you individually go. Do you remember what has been said, or are you completely out of the way?
I'm happy to share. So when I first started this journey, I would remember everything. I would come back and I could tell you virtually word for word what I'd said. But as I've continued on the journey, and as I've allowed myself to go deeper into that energy, I always remember some of it. I certainly remember a theme, but I don't remember the detail, if you like. And perhaps that will continue to deepen, and perhaps I'll remember less and less. But at this stage, I remember a theme and I remember bits of it, but I don't remember the detail.
I'm a bit like Wendy. I hear myself speaking. I don't know what I've said afterwards, but I know there was a theme. I might remember odd snippets, and know there was a theme. There generally is behind these things, but as to what the full conversation was, I don't know.
For me, it's completely different. I black out. I'm just aware of darkness. I might see a bit of colour flying around. I'm aware that I'm speaking, but I don't know what I'm saying, and I don't retain a thing. So, it's nice to be, when we're in the classrooms and that get recorded, it's nice to watch it back just to see what I was speaking about, what the guide was speaking about. So for me, everybody is different. So you've got to work out how you work best with your guides and then just go with it. I think it takes a lot of trust, I think, to blank out like that. So, yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Excuse me. Thank you, everybody, for coming. Hopefully I'll see some of you soon.
Thank you, Julie.
And